Sometimes when I shop around the market, if they don't believe, because I'm so skinny, right? And they're like, what do you do? Why you shop at the market? They're like, oh, I'm a chef. And they're like, are you a chef? I don't believe you. And then I will show them my scarf on my hand. Then they will be like, oh, okay, then maybe you're a chef. So that's the funny thing about, going around the market, seeing produce, smelling. You ask me about, dishes creation. There's a lot of them come from here as well. Because you can see color, you can smell, you can see different, items. So really enjoy walking at the market. Hi, my name is Archan. I'm the executive chef of Lee Fook in Hong Kong under Black Sheep. I'm always interested in eating around. When I was a kid in Hong Kong, I would go everywhere in Hong Kong to eat around. And then when I go to university, I asked my lecturer, is there any subject related to food? And then he mentioned catering. That's how I kind of got into catering industry, get to know a bit of kitchen. We are now at Central Market, so there's quite a few vegetable store, noodle store. Later we will have a look at the seafood. So this store actually is not our supplier, but they have quite a lot of seasonal vegetables. Usually I would also shop by the seafood market because basically by shopping around, they would tell me what is in season. For example, at the moment, this only available maybe a month ago. This is called fan shui hin. So it's kind of like a slightly bigger clams, and you can see they are really alive. You touch them, they will go back in. So this is really fresh. I think that is what I really want or crave for to come back to Hong Kong. Is what I always call 人情味. So I try to build a relationship with the store owners. So it's not just supplier, They're not just people behind a WhatsApp message, but they're people you talk to. There is a dish that currently is not on the menu, but I created it for International Women's Day. There's a dish that I was putting it on the menu to sell it to my grandma, who had passed away 3 years ago. That's the dish that she always cooked for the family. Grandparents' Day is like a gathering place. It's where all the family goes, especially Chinese New Year. So this is the dish that she always would make for us. So I want to create that dish to kind of salute to her. But when I mentioned to my family, oh, this is the dish that I created for one of the menu item for International Women's Day, I think that is how we keep her spirit alive. Chefing industry is kind of quite male dominated. I think that's the history. In general, it is quite physical. It requires a lot of physical work. So obviously, male. The build of man is more suitable for physical work. When I was growing up in Hong Kong, not a lot of people would study to become a chef because it is kind of seen as a bit of a low status job. I guess the industry is not really appealing, and if it is not appealing and it's long hours, it's physically demanding, I think in general it doesn't really get a lot of female interested to the industry. But I guess things are changing. There are people still passionate about industry. There are people get inside the industry and work their way up. And we start to see a lot more female leaders in the industry, and we start to see a lot of awards recognizing these female leaders. For example, the World Best 50 or Asia Best 50, they would have, Best Female Chef in Asia, in the world. So I guess those awards is trying to show the world there are female in the industry. And it makes it a bit more attractive. And if I'm a young female cook, I look up and say, oh, there are all these female chefs that I could follow their path and they can be successful. That means if they can do it, I can do it. So I think it opened up a lot of path to a lot of young female cooks.